You've said it 100 times. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll wake up early. Tomorrow I'll clean my inbox. Tomorrow I'll draft that proposal. Tomorrow I'll finally begin. But tomorrow never comes. It just becomes another today filled with the same guilt, the same urgency, the same promise to start later. And while you wait, your confidence erodes. Your opportunities slip away. Your dream gathers dust. The truth isn't that you're lazy. It's that you've been waiting for a sign, a surge of motivation, a perfect plan, a version of yourself who has it together. But that version won't appear. They're built, one small, imperfect action at a time. Today, we're breaking the spell of I'll start tomorrow with stop saying I'll start tomorrow, take control of procrastination. This isn't about willpower. It's about rewiring your relationship with action so you stop waiting for readiness and start building momentum even when you don't feel ready. We'll uncover 1. Why tomorrow is a trap and how your brain uses it to avoid discomfort. 2. The power of the 2-minute start, a tiny action that bypasses resistance. 3. How to build momentum through micro wins that rebuild your self-trust. 4. Why perfection is procrastination in disguise and what to do instead. 5. The daily ritual that turns someday into done. If you've ever felt stuck between intention and action, you're not broken. You're just missing one key shift. And before we begin, do yourself the honor of choosing now. Subscribe to Elevate Your Daily, because this channel exists to help you move from overthinking to doing, so you stop waiting and start living. So, subscribe to Elevate Your Daily, so you never miss a truth that could break your procrastination cycle. And if you're ready to make today the day you finally begin, subscribe to Elevate Your Daily right now. Because your future is built in the actions you take before noon. Yes, subscribe to Elevate Your Daily. Let's begin. Part 1. The man who waited 5 years to start. His name was Marcus. At 27, he wanted to write a novel, something he dreamed of since college, but he never started. Not because he lacked time, not because he wasn't talented, but because he kept saying, I'll start when I have a better outline. I'll start when I'm less tired. I'll start when I feel inspired. So he researched, he read writing blogs, he bought notebooks, he watched author interviews, but he never wrote. 5 years passed. He was now 32, in a job he tolerated, watching his dream fade into someday. Then, one rainy Tuesday, his best friend said something that shattered him. Marcus, you don't need to write a book. You just need to write one sentence. That night, he opened a blank document. He didn't plan a chapter. He didn't outline a plot. He wrote one sentence. The rain sounded like regret. He didn't publish it. He didn't share it. But he began. And that single sentence, messy, imperfect, real, broke the spell. The next day, he wrote 2 more, then a paragraph, then a page. Within a year, he had a draft. Not a bestseller, but a beginning. Now, maybe you're not writing a novel, but maybe you've been saying I'll start tomorrow about applying for that job, starting therapy, cleaning your apartment, launching your side project, having that hard conversation. If so, this is your intervention. Because procrastination isn't about time, it's about fear. And fear is best defeated not with grand plans, but with tiny actions. Let's break down how. Truth 1. Tomorrow is a brain trick, not a plan. Your brain hates uncertainty and discomfort. So when you face a task that feels big, vague, or emotionally loaded, it whispers, do it later, when it's easier. But later never comes because the task doesn't change, your avoidance does. The fix? Delete tomorrow from your vocabulary. Replace it with, what's the smallest version I can do in the next 10 minutes? Not write the report, but open the document. Not clean the kitchen, but wash one dish. Action, even microscopic, rewires your brain from avoidance to agency. Truth 2. The 2-minute start. Bypass resistance instantly. You don't need to finish, you just need to start. And the best way to start? The 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If it takes longer, do 2 minutes of it. Why? Because starting is 90% of the battle. Can't exercise? Put on your shoes. Can't write? Open the doc and type one word. Can't call? Dial and hang up if needed. Just break the barrier. That 2-minute action proves to your brain, I can do this. And once you've started, momentum often carries you further. Truth 3. Build momentum through micro wins. Every time you follow through, even on something tiny, you rebuild self-trust. I said I would do it, and I did. That tiny win is more powerful than any motivational video. Track your micro wins. Opened budget spreadsheet. Sent one email I'd been avoiding. Walked for 5 minutes. Don't judge the size, celebrate the consistency. Because confidence isn't built in leaps, it's built in daily proof that you show up for yourself. Truth 4. Perfection is procrastination. Done is better than perfect. You think you're getting ready, but you're really just delaying. Perfectionism says it has to be good or it's worthless. But real growth says it has to exist so I can improve it. Your first draft doesn't need to impress, it just needs to be real. Launch the messy offer. Send the imperfect email. Post the shaky video. Because you can't edit a blank page, and you can't improve what doesn't exist. Truth 5. The daily ritual that turns someday into done. Marcus, the man who waited 5 years, now follows one ritual. Every morning, before checking his phone, he asks, what's one 2-minute action that moves my dream forward? Some days it's writing one sentence, some days it's researching one fact, some days it's emailing one contact, but he never skips it. That ritual, small, non-negotiable, daily, turns someday into in progress. You can do the same. Pick one dream. Define one 2-minute action. Do it before noon. Not to finish, but to prove to yourself you are not waiting anymore. Because the person who starts today, messy, uncertain, imperfect, is the person who changes everything. This isn't the end, it's your beginning. Subscribe to Elevate Your Daily, because this channel is your anchor in a world of delay, giving you real tools to move from stuck to started. So subscribe to Elevate Your Daily, so you never miss a step that could turn your dream into reality. And don't just scroll away. Subscribe to Elevate Your Daily right now, because your future is built in the actions you take before noon. Yes, subscribe to Elevate Your Daily. Now, your turn. Today, before noon, do one 2-minute action on something you've been putting off. Open the document. Send the email. Wash one dish. Make the call. Write one sentence. That's it. Not to finish, but to prove to yourself you are not waiting anymore. Because the person who starts today, messy, uncertain, imperfect, is the person who changes everything. This isn't the end. It's your beginning. Subscribe to Elevate Your Daily.